Today we're going to talk about blind pets and how to care for your blind dog. Aging pets, of course, have a lot of different issues, but one of the first things that happens with a lot of pets is that they start to lose their eyesight. They get glaucoma or they get something else going on with their vision and they start losing their eyesight. Some pets get disease in their eyes and they lose their sight automatically or instantly. Other times it's a very gradual process. So today we're going to give you some tips on how to manage a pet who has lost their vision. And the first thing is to keep it predictable. Keep everything in the house as predictable as normal as normal, meaning don't move the furniture around, don't do a bunch of crazy stuff to try and accommodate the disability, but actually just keep things as normal as possible. One of the best ideas is to keep some sort of mat or something tactile that the pet can feel when they're coming up to their food bowls, and change their water bowl from a bowl to a fountain. They'll hear the water trickling around and that will draw them to their food station. So that's one tip that everybody says is a must do. Water fountain, and they'll hear the noise and they'll be able to come find their food bowls. They'll also be able to smell it, but the water sound is going to encourage them to drink more as well. Number 2 is use textured mats and rugs throughout the house. Kind of give them a feel for where they're going, and then use other sources or like the hard surface. They'll know that that's not their safe place and that they need to go back onto that mat. And they'll start learning that routine as they go along and get used to this new situation. Remove all the obstacles, and that means something as simple as when you take your shoes off at night, don't leave them on the floor. Don't make a tripping hazard for your poor puppy that's losing their eyesight, and for everybody else in the house too. Put your shoes away, man. Use baby gates and keep the pets out of places that could be hazardous to them. Don't let them go up or down stairs unaccompanied. Keep them from going in those places that could be a hazard. Cover sharp edges of your furniture. Don't let them bonk their head or their nose on a pointy edge of a coffee table. Tape down the electrical cords. Don't make a tripping hazard of electrical cords. Dogs who have lost their vision are probably going to change their gait a little bit, meaning they're going to drag their feet a little bit more. So make sure that those cords are taped down or under a rug or a mat so that that's not a tripping hazard. Use sound cues like a wind chime for their outdoor area. If you have a doggy door and the dog is used to going out that doggy door, hang a wind chime outside and they'll start associating the sound with their ability to go out and use the bathroom. They won't be afraid of going through that doggy door because they know that sound of the wind chimes is their cue to go out and take care of their business. When you're outdoors or on a walk, keep your pets safe. The first thing the experts will tell you is to put a collar or a vest on that says "I'm blind," and that way when people approach you and your pet, they will know to approach cautiously and slowly, not to startle your pet, because now they understand that your dog is blind. Also, on their collar or get a tag that also says "I'm blind," so that if your dog is ever lost, if a finder recognizes that this dog can't see and there's a tag that says "I'm blind," they'll understand a little bit better how to manage that dog's anxiety and stress, hopefully. Remove all your yard hazards. If you have twigs and things sticking out in the yard, cut them off, get them out of there. Protect the face of your dog. They have cones, they have these cool little bumper net guard things you can put on your pet to help them bump into things, and it's a little further out so it won't hurt their face or their eyes or their, injure them. And then encourage training and enrichment exercises. So pets never lose the ability to learn. They also don't lose the interest in play unless they're very ill. So keep those vocal cues happening, keep training happening, switch to scent games or things that they can play hide and seek with that they can actually smell or they can hear instead of just visually. And then practice clicker training and recall exercises. You need to make sure that your dog remembers how to come to you, and that has a lot to do with their clicker training or their recall training that you've done throughout their life. Most of all, be very patient with your pet. If they're just losing their eyesight, it's stressful for both of you. If they've lost their eyesight entirely, it's extremely stressful. So on you and your pet, just take the time and do it right and be patient. If you found value in this video and the information that I've shared with you, please like and subscribe.